Okay, this is a video for operation of Viper Pro in a Rogator 1286. What you do is you push this button and that starts the initialization process. You'll come up to a screen. There will be a couple of buttons here. You push the one that says Start Viper Pro. You'll eventually come to this screen. What you need to do is press menu, start job, new job. I always like to put something in the title that will let me find it later if I want, so I capitalize every time I want a space because there's so few spaces. I'm going to call this one Home and capitalize S-T-U. That gives me a clue as to what it's going to be. I'm going to press next. I'm going to do the straight AB. I always pick straight AB because I can switch between them. And this is always standard AccuBoom. That's always next. Sometimes you need to change the formula. I'm going to go Power Max right there. Press OK. Comes up to this screen, which is just means that you need to open it or pause it or close it in the field you're in. I'm going to press OK. It'll load up. And this screen here is kind of just an annoyance. Okay, you come up to this. If you're stopped and you want it to spray immediately when you push the button, you push this. That gives you like 30 seconds. But you need to be moving right when you push the master spray switch, which is here. Then you got the transmission buttons. The top one here, every time you press it goes up one gear. This one, every time you press it goes down one gear. Okay, now that we're ready to start our job, on the first time you start up or boot up, you got to press this one and you got to select auto. If you don't do that, you will never get your pump to run. After you do that, what you'll do is you come over to this button, you'll select tank, and then you need the back spray one on. Then when we're ready to go, we'll press the pump. Now we'll fold out the booms. You want to always fold the outer ones. Try to do them in pairs. It has to be racked to unfold or fold them. You don't want to try to do it with it out. Never do it with it out. There's just too much stress on it. So as the booms go out, I always like to hold them a little bit past. Make sure they're solidly out. Okay, come over here, push both of them up, raise up, come back here, press these two until it stops, and you hold them for a few seconds after it stops just to make sure it's out. Come back to your master handle. Put this one down. Always watching the mirror there, and I like to just go about there in the mirror, and then you do the wing level, and you're pretty much ready to go. So we'll put on the pump. A lot of times I'll open the sparker valve and look at the pressures up here. You can see we're running about 15 pounds of pressure. Got actually 10 in the boom right now. So we should be ready to go. When you first initially boot up, this box here, you'll have to select OK to say that you agree with their terms. If it's been sitting a while, it'll say press and hold. So yeah, I pressed both of them here. Okay, now we should be able to auto steer. So when we get to the side where we want to go, press A when we start, and B when we get to the other end. We'll have our A-B line. When I go across the end, I'll go across the end, and when I turn around, I'll press this button, and it'll let me go to last pass. I'll follow that back, and when I get back to my straight line, I'll hit this button, and it'll set it back to A-B, and then I'll be ready to auto steer. And then when you leave the field, you always need to pause the job or close the job. If you close the job and want to come back, you'll go through all the setup, but you'll pick start job from file, and then you'll have to say continue job, and then you'll have a spray control. That should give you a lot of hints on how to make this thing work right. Thank you for listening.